Hello, and welcome to the first installment of Goddammit Hasbro. Today I will be discussing Firefly from the G.I. Joe Retaliation line. This is Firefly as portrayed by Ray Stevenson in the movie G.I. Joe Retaliation. I purchased this for my celebrity likeness shelf because I didn't have a Ray Stevenson. Now, you might remember Ray Stevenson from such fine films as Thor, where he played Volstagg. He was in Punisher Warzone as Frank Castle. He was Titus Pulo in the TV series Rome. And he was in, he was in everything, really. Anyway, I picked this up at Walmart this evening because, well, I felt like it. And because because I wanted a Ray Stevenson figure first and foremost, but also because he comes with this interesting little sled thingy. I don't really know what to call it. The packaging refers to it as a doesn't refer to it as anything apparently. Well, I'll just call it a sled then. The sled has a launching projectile, supposedly. It doesn't so much launch as kind of drop if you hold it at an angle. Um, and then, of course, the handles light up, as does the bottom. Now, one of the selling points on the back of the figure, or rather on the back of the card, if you look, is that his arms his forearm is supposed to light up when he holds on to the sled thing and when you push the button. Now, as you can see, the handles light up, so you would think that if it was appropriately constructed, forearms would too. Now let's take a look at what actually happens. Here we've got the the hands grasped on the handles. Here we go, let's press the button, and nothing. Not a damn thing. Now, it's not that the forearms are not translucent. If you can tell here, it shows, well, not very well, but they are. Um, they have the same construction as Zartan's eyes, if you have seen that figure, or as, well, or as the Jawa action figures from the Star Wars line, where the plastic is supposed to transmit the light. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, which is a big drawback for me, because, that was a major selling point of it. And without that, well, the sled is kind of dumb. If I was 6, I would have appreciated it a lot more. Um, but the projectile doesn't fire, and it doesn't make his arms glow like it's supposed to. Instead, it's just a means of transportation, a small and fun one. And I'll be honest, if this was if I had originally I would originally have thought that this would be a deluxe figure, and instead of just a normal figure. I was rather surprised that you would find what amounts to a small vehicle packaged with a regular generic figure. Um, I don't know. It's weird to me. But then, when you take into account the other stuff that they pack in with other figures, it's really no surprise that they would include something like this. For a long time, I've had a major problem with Hasbro and their tendency to include enormous accessories for their action figures that nobody's ever going to use. And most of the time, they're spring-loaded rocket launchers, or they're strings attached to things that they can have your figures swing from, or whatever. 90% of the time, these things end up in in your accessory bin, or wherever you put the parts that you don't use or display or whatever. Basically, it's if you're 6, it's a better accessory than most, but really it still kind of sucks. Unfortunately, one of the drawbacks is that because of the attempt to make his arms glow that completely and utterly fails, they have skimped on the quality of construction for the forearms, which means that the wrists don't articulate, and they are entirely, the grip is entirely too big, or too wide, for the included accessories, which, thanks to the enormous vehicle that's included with it, is limited to a pistol and a smaller pistol. And, of course, to keep it consistent with Firefly, that we all know and love, and presumably the Firefly in the movie, he has a removable or a swappable head so that he can be wearing his whatever you want to call that mask. Balaclava? That's not really a proper balaclava, though. And so that is Firefly from the G.I. Joe Retaliation line, and that has been our first edition of Goddammit Hasbro.